From sets that were just not made for kids to ones that got outright banned, these are some of LEGO's most controversial sets.
LEGO's licensed sets are super packed with sneaky surprises. Take for instance the 2022 release of the Office set, because in this set there is a step in the instructions where you swap out a regular brick for a Technic brick with a hole, a nod to that iconic scene where a character punches a hole in the wall. And for fans of Portal 2, LEGO Dimensions finally let us peek inside those mysterious companion cubes. Spoiler alert, they're filled with 4 translucent red studs, hinting that the cubes might be stuffed with unfortunate test subjects. Yikes. The LEGO Creator Series is known for its clever and diverse sets, and the 2015 Detective Office is no exception. This 3-story set with over 2,200 pieces is a storytelling masterpiece packed with crime and mystery. The plot follows a detective on a mission to uncover some illegal smuggling during the Prohibition era. But since it's LEGO, the contraband isn't booze, it's actually cookies. The story comes to life through the building's intricate details, like a secret trapdoor behind the barbershop that smugglers use to move cookies to the pool hall through a hidden passage. The cookies are also baked right above the detective's office, and the smugglers go to great lengths to keep their operation quiet, if you know what I mean. And the pool hall where the cookies go down even has a secret door under the trophy case to keep everything on the down low. Plus, of course, this set features LEGO's very first mirror, which is pretty neat. Let's talk about now one of the silliest LEGO Easter eggs. The LEGO Homer Simpson Brickhead set has a little something extra inside of it. Usually these Brickhead sets have a brain made from a 2x2 pink block, but not for Homer. If you're a fan of The Simpsons, you know that Homer isn't exactly the brightest bulb. You know, he's not the smartest person there is. So for whatever reason, LEGO decided to have some fun with it and gave him a 1x1 block for his brain, which makes it a perfect nod to his character. Switching gears, LEGO really leaned into the Star Wars fandom with the Clone Trooper Command Station set. If you're familiar with Star Wars, you know about Order 66, which is the exact moment when all of the clones turned on the Jedi. Well, this LEGO set has exactly 66 pieces. It's probably not a coincidence either. It's more like a clever move by a hardcore Star Wars fan who designed it. Pretty dark, but it's not the only set with some interesting details, if you know what I'm saying. Take for instance the Portal of Atlantis set, which came out in 2010. On its own, it's pretty cool, but if you also have the 2007 Deep Sea Treasure Hunter set, you might notice something pretty eerie. Both sets feature a minifigure, but in the Portal of Atlantis set, there's a skeleton wearing the exact same outfit as the rider from the Treasure Hunter set. Even the helmet matches. It's a bit on the dark side, but it's not the only set with a twist. Now, here's an Easter egg that is actually pretty easy to miss. Back in Star Wars with The Force Awakens, there's a scene where Finn, the stormtrooper, has blood on his helmet. Well, that version of Finn became iconic, but when LEGO went ahead and made the Star Wars The Force Awakens game, they had to get rid of the blood. So what did they actually do? Well, it turns out they swapped it with a green splotch of food on his helmet instead. Pretty classic LEGO humor, right? Speaking of cool LEGO details though, and still sticking to Star Wars, the original R2-D2 set from 2021 is packed with them. Do you remember the scene in Return of the Jedi where R2-D2 shoots Luke's lightsaber out of his head? Well, LEGO went ahead and made sure to hide a 2-scale version of Luke's lightsaber inside R2-D2's head. That's a pretty awesome Easter egg. But not all of LEGO's Easter eggs are squeaky clean. In the Brick Bank set, there's a bank and also a laundromat. And here's the kicker. When you put money into the washing machine, it just drops right into the bank. Yeah, a not so subtle nod to money laundering there, LEGO. I mean, who knew LEGO could teach kids about a financial crime? Aside from that though, there is a funny little Easter egg in the Rainforest Animals set. The set has a beautifully designed parrot, and naturally you get some brown pellets as the bird food. But if you end up feeding the parrot, you'll find out that what goes in must also come out. Yup, the bird poops the food right out after you feed it. I'm not joking. I mean, there's the proof. All right, but now let's just dive right into the LEGO Haunted House Fairground set, which is actually Mansion Von Barron from the classic LEGO Adventures theme. The mansion's doors open on their own, a pretty classic style from horror movies. And right inside, it's packed with artifacts from Baron Von Barron's adventures. That's kind of a mouthful. Baron Von Barron. There's an updated Sphinx head from set 5978, the Sphinx Secret Surprise. You'll also find Anubis, mysterious dog statue heads above the organ, and an obelisk ruin that spells out Lego in hieroglyphics if you read it upside down. That's pretty clever, right? The attic has another cool build to it that references the Yeti's hideout from the Orient Expedition theme, plus a mysterious blue jewel containment mechanism that no one has quite figured out yet. If you have any theories, just share them down below. The curse painting in the set features Baron von Baron and Pharaoh Hotep from the Adventurers theme. The Baron is holding the Regu Ruby, a gem with magical powers. All three main jewels from the Adventurers theme are hidden in this set, making it a gold mine for fans. In the attic, there's a skeleton hanging upside down with a top hat, and it could be Baron von Baron's partner, Sam Sinister, whom he might have betrayed. The skeleton is also holding a sextant, a navigation tool first seen in the Adventurers theme. And in the front yard, there are two graves, one likely for the Baron and another marked TC, which are the initials of the designer Tiago Caterino, who has also worked on the 2019 Gingerbread House and the 2018 Lego Ideas Ship in a Bottle set. That's pretty interesting. The minifigures include two spooky twins, possibly a nod to The Shining. One of the girls has NB on her jacket, a reference to Newbury from the Hidden Side theme. In the Lego Indiana Jones The Original Adventures from 2007, though, Indy's whip isn't just for fighting bad guys or swinging from chandeliers. Nope, he's got a new trick up his sleeve. He is using it to pull characters in for a kiss. And yes, this charming move earns you an achievement called How Dare You Kiss Me? Because of course, why not let Indiana Jones be a smooth operator too? Imagine swinging your whip and snagging a kiss instead of a treasure. Indy's got Riz. Now hold on, we're not done with Mr. Jones just yet, because here we've got the Indiana Jones Temple of the Golden Idol set. This 2008 masterpiece brings back the iconic temple scene from the Indiana Jones movies. If you're a fan of the 1981 classic Raiders of the Lost Ark, this one's bound to hit you right in the nostalgia area. This set includes minifigures of Indy, Belloc, Satipo, and a Geetos warrior. Hopefully I said those right. Lego nailed the details too, even down to Indy's hat and Satipo's face wrinkles. Next, there's the Slave Princess Leia minifigure. It recreates Leia's scene in Jabba the Hutt's palace from Return of the Jedi. And let's just say that the outfit is a bit too revealing for the young ones, but for adult Star Wars fans, it's a collectible worth having, I guess. But now, check out the Lego Titanic set. This massive build pays tribute to the legendary ship minus the iceberg incident. It's one of the priciest Lego sets ever too, but totally worth it. The only bummer, well, there's no minifigures of Jack and Rose. But hey, at least this version stays afloat on water, like literally. I mean, here's the proof. But anyways, are you feeling any more nostalgic? Well, the Lego typewriter set is a tribute to the old school typewriter used by Lego's founder. This set even has a working center bar that moves up and down, making it feel like you've time traveled back to the pre-digital days. For all the Batman fans out there though, the Lego Batcave Shadow Box takes us back to Batman Returns from 1992. It's got everything you need to recreate your own mini Batcave, including movable items and 7 minifigures. 7! It's like having Gotham City right on your desk, minus the crime, of course. The Lego Lord of the Rings Rivendell set is a massive 6,167 piece project that'll keep you busy for a while. Only grown-ups with serious patience can handle this one. It's like getting lost in Middle-earth, minus the orcs and the endless walking. But I only put it as 18 plus just because of how advanced it is. Then there's also the Lone Ranger's Red Harrington minifigure, complete with her trusty peg leg. She's not any old minifigure, though rumor has it that she's won every Wild West race with that leg of hers. Talk about a secret weapon. For car enthusiasts, the Lego Land Rover Defender is the ultimate building challenge. It's so complex, even the perfectionists might be tempted to peek at the instructions. If you've got the patience though, you'll end up with a pretty sweet model that'll make you feel like a true champion. And if classic video games are more your speed, well, the Lego Pac-Man arcade set will take you straight back to the 90s. This set is so spot on that you might start thinking the ghosts are actually plotting against you. And spoiler, they totally are. The Lego Taj Mahal set is another masterpiece designed for those who appreciate history but also architecture. It's a romantic monument made of bricks, perfect for anyone who wants to recreate the famous symbol of love without the long flight to India. I mean, who wants that? And then there's the Lego Friends apartment set from 2019. Kids might see it as just another playhouse, but for hardcore Friends fans, it's a dream come true. With all your favorite characters and an Instagram-worthy setup, it'll make you feel like you're right back in Central Perk. Moving on and going back to video games, the Lego Nintendo NES set is a love letter to the original Mario Bros. Game, and I actually have this set. You get level 1-1 recreated in all its plastic pixel glory. But the real secret? Well, during the build, if you peek under the console's hood on the right side, you'll actually spot the layout of level 1-2. You know the second level where it's underground? It's exactly that. I'd say it's perfectly fitting since that's the level all about crawling through sewers. LEGO also loves to get playful with license plates though. Take the London bus set for instance. Its plates includes numbers from the set itself, and the letters are a shout out to the designer Morten Graf Wong. Then we have the Volkswagen Beetle set with California plates that read P51AK1, which is another sneaky nod to its designer Mike Pisiaski. I hope I said that name right. They even toss in Australian plates as a wink to another designer, Mel Kadik. In 2022, LEGO celebrated its 90th birthday by reimagining some classic sets, like the Galaxy Explorer. Now, eagle-eyed fans did notice the Blacktron logo on the ship's radar, a callback to the classic space baddies. And just when you thought that was a cool little reference, well, LEGO dropped the Blacktron Cruiser set in 2023. Turns out, the cruiser's radar shows the Galaxy Explorer setting up what's basically the LEGO version of a space showdown. Now, LEGO's been pretty good about not repeating their minifigure designs, but they've definitely recycled a few characters. Take Series 5's Lumberjack, for instance, who reappears in Series 14 as a wolf guy. I mean, he has the same ripped red flannel and jeans, just a little hairier. And if that wasn't enough, the Series 1 skater got zombified in a LEGO book, because why the heck not? In LEGO City, there's a whole family saga unfolding. Back in 2016, LEGO released their People Pack set, where we meet some proud parents with their newborn. 2 years later, though, the kid's grown into a preteen in another set. Fast forward 3 more years, and now he's a grown man with a family of his own. Apparently, LEGO minifigures age faster than dog years, which means you might want to check on that minifig that you bought in 2009. They're probably due for retirement. Now, the LEGO movie sets are basically Easter egg central. They're just packed with it. But the Rescue Reinforcement set deserves a shout out in specific. One minifig's rocking a Blacktron shirt, and another has got a Fabuland logo, a deep cut for the old school LEGO fans out there. LEGO's also got a habit of bringing characters back across different themes. Case in point, Infernox from Nexo Knights. Turns out he's a throwback to a smaller, less fiery version from the Power Miners line. Somehow, he managed to level up from a tiny underground baddie to a full-blown fire demon. Pretty impressive. And when LEGO decided to turn the office into a set, they didn't hold back on the inside jokes. Sure, you've got the obvious ones like Dwight Stapler and Jell-O, but if you squint, you'll see that Stanley's crossword puzzle hides the initials of the set's designers. That's a pretty sneaky detail right there. I wouldn't have noticed that. And LEGO designer Fiorella Groves decided to hide an Easter egg in her world map set. It's very subtle for sure, but with some detective work, fans actually uncovered a secret. The Cantonese characters for Lee tucked away off the coast of Japan. Just a little nod to her love of Chinese culture, hidden right in plain sight. Now, did you know that there technically aren't any pink LEGO bricks? Well, LEGO started in Denmark, where the word pink doesn't even exist. Oddly enough, there is a LEGO piece called Flamingo Pink, but it wasn't even used for flamingos. It was for some rare pink flowers back in 2006. It only showed up, however, in 2 sets, so if you have any, you're definitely sitting on a pretty rare color. But Flamingo Pink isn't the only LEGO color with a story, and that's also going to be Sand Green. This shade debuted with the Statue of Liberty set in 2000. Though Sand Green bricks appear in hundreds of different sets, this one's special because it gives you a bunch of them in one go. The set itself is now worth around $6,000, making those Sand Green bricks even pricier. Speaking of green, let's now talk about Minecraft. Ever notice the LEGO Minecraft Frozen Peak set? Well, Steve, our hero, is rocking bright green armor. But here's the thing, Minecraft doesn't even have green armor. It doesn't have emerald armor. That doesn't exist. I mean, sure, you can dye leather green, but it doesn't look like what Steve's wearing here. I mean, just take a look at this. Someone clearly dropped the ball on this one and maybe didn't play Minecraft enough. LEGO is also known for getting creative with their figures. Take the mobile police dog training set, for example. The dog trainer figure looks a bit odd because LEGO repurposed a cactus minifigure. I'm not even joking. LEGO took a cactus minifigure to create the protective suit. Clever, but it still looks pretty goofy. I mean, it looks kind of off if you ask me. And ever noticed how versatile LEGO pieces can be? Well, take a look at the LEGO sausage piece, for example. It's been used as flower stems, eyebrows, and even structural supports. I mean, who knew a sausage could be so multifunctional? LEGO has also repurposed frogs in creative ways, most notably in the bonsai tree set, because every pink leaf on that tree is actually a frog. No joke, it's a frog piece that's pink. And once you see it, you can't really unsee it. The A-frame cabin set has some cool details too, like a spider in the attic and an outdoor shower. But the funniest part, well, the stones supporting the house are made from Thor's hammer pieces. I'm not even joking, the stones supporting the house are Thor's hammers. Looks like Asgard really took a tumble. In the Ultra Agents 2014 set, the Hurricane Heist Cyclone vehicle has a codec printed on its windshield. It's a nod to Hideo Kojima, the mastermind behind the Metal Gear Solid series, who's a big Lego fan and even used Lego in his game development. That's a pretty cool Easter egg. And in the 2008 Back to Indiana Jones and the Lost Tomb set, there's a sticker with R2-D2 and C-3PO from Star Wars. This is a nod to George Lucas, who created both Star Wars and also Indiana Jones, and I guess it fits perfectly with the movie's theme. A fun one though is in the Alpha Team line from 2001. The main villain, Ogle, is just a name that spells Lego backwards. I mean, take O-G-E-L, spell it backwards, and what do you get? L-E-G-O. Lego. It's like they were lazy and just couldn't come up with a better name, so they just made him a tribute to the company for whatever reason. And in 2012, the Dino HQ set, there is a cool Easter egg where a character named Josh Thunder shares the same last name as Johnny Thunder, Lego's old adventurer. The 2012 Lego book even confirms that Josh is Johnny's descendant. Plus, there's Solomon Blaze, who shows up in the Galaxy Squad sets and then reappears in the Ultra Agent sets. It's like Lego's own little timeline, like their own little, multiverse or universe, whatever you want to call it. In the Back to the Future Time Machine set from 2013, there is a nod to Lego's history with a display saying January 28th, 1958, which is the same day Lego painted its plastic bricks. That's actually a cool little fun fact. And now with Marvel, the Captain America Civil War Airport Battle set is just full of Easter eggs. I mean, just take a look at all of the stickers on the cargo, which reference Stark Industries, Hammer, AIM, Sokovia, Billund, and Wakanda. It's like a Marvel and Lego trivia contest all in one. Finally, here are 2 Lego Easter eggs that are tributes to those we've lost. The 2016 Ghostbusters HQ set includes a wall sticker with RIP HR honoring Harold Ramis, who played Egon Spengler in the original Ghostbusters. Well, that's at least pretty cool. And the 2011 Alien Conquest Earth Defense HQ set pays tribute to Nate Nelson, a beloved Lego community member who passed back away in 2010. His creations were incredible, nothing short of it, and it's nice to see that Lego honors him with a shout out in a set. So anyways, which one was your favorite 18+ Easter egg? Let me know in the comments below, and also click this video right here. From a literal Lego assault rifle to a set that genuinely looked like a concentration camp, these are some of the most controversial and banned Lego sets in existence. Starting things off with the Breaking Bad Citizen Brick set. Remember the critically acclaimed TV series Breaking Bad? Well, who doesn't? I mean, everybody knows this TV show. Well, brace yourself, because an independent company called Citizen Brick decided to encapsulate the essence of the show in Lego form. This audacious set, dubbed Breaking Bad, stirred up quite a commotion when it hit the online market with a price tag of $250. However, here's the twist. Lego distanced itself from the creation. Although every piece in this set was made from Lego bricks, the company had no hand in its conception or endorsement, and they made sure of that. And that's why you can consider this set to be banned. Lego Rifle. In the modern era today, where concerns about safety and security do run high, even the most harmless items can sometimes trigger disproportionate reactions. So consider the case of a 6-year-old student in Massachusetts whose choice of a toy sparked an unexpected chain of events during his morning school bus ride. As innocent as it might seem, the young boy decided to share his quarter-sized Lego minifigure rifle with his fellow students. And the result? Well, panic. The sight of the toy rifle caused a flurry of distress among the other children, prompting the bus driver to take swift action by slamming on the brakes. And while legal consequences weren't in the cards for the boy, he did face detention and a mandatory written apology to both the driver and his fellow passengers. And think about it, it's all because of a Lego gun looking a little too realistic. The boy's mother believed that the school's response was an overreaction, asserting that the Lego toy posed no actual threat, while on the other hand, the bus driver painted a different picture describing a bus full of shocked children and an unexpected disruption to the morning routine. So, the lesson learned? Don't make Lego guns too realistic. But let's move on to the Mr. White terrorist minifigure. Sometimes the interpretation of a seemingly harmless object can lead to unexpected and heated debates. Case in point, the creation of a custom Lego minifigure named Mr. White by a company called Brick Arms. This figure, dressed in a tan militant shirt and black pants, including a pistol, an assault rifle, and an RPG, and even several grenades. However, it is the white head wrap that drew significant attention and controversy. The Ramadan Foundation, a Muslim organization, took an issue with the minifigure's appearance, stating that it bore a disturbing resemblance to an Islamic terrorist. This interpretation then went on to also trigger accusations of glorifying terrorism. So, in contrast, the founder of Brick Arms, Will Chapman, defended the figure as a generic bandit character devoid of specific attributes or affiliations. But I mean, if you saw this minifigure, what would you think? The Simpsons set. You've probably heard of The Simpsons, right? Now imagine bringing that chaotic charm into the world of Lego bricks. So for that reason, the people over at Lego teamed up with The Simpsons in 2014 to release sets inspired by the show. But there was a twist, because The Simpsons isn't exactly a kids-only kind of show, with its fair share of grown-up humor as well. This left parents wondering if these Lego sets were appropriate for the youngsters or not. A company spokesperson reassured everyone that these sets were designed primarily for the fans of the show, and there's nothing wrong with them. But it did get really close to being banned. How about the construction worker catcall sticker? So a dad out there named Josh Stearns stumbled upon a sticker featuring a construction worker minifigure with the cringe-worthy catcall, "Hey babe," and not finding it funny at all, he took his complaint public. And guess what? It gained some serious attention. Lego didn't just respond once to the matter either, but also twice. But nonetheless, Lego acknowledged the issue, apologized for the sticker, and assured him that the steps would be taken to avoid such blunders in the future. So would you get mad over this sticker? It almost got banned because of this dad can't take in a joke. Jabba the Hutt's mosque. Lego and Star Wars seem like a match made in geek heaven, right? Well, usually yes, but there was this one set that caused quite a stir. The Jabba the Hutt's palace set from the Lego Star Wars line had a bit of controversy in the past, because some folks out there felt like it bore a striking resemblance to real mosques in places like Istanbul and Lebanon. And a Turkish community in Austria was particularly vocal about the set, claiming that it was disrespectful and very offensive. And as word spread that the set might be discontinued due to the controversy, Lego stepped in to clarify. They stated that the set was simply being retired after its 2-year run, not because of any bias. But do you think that was a real reason, or did it get banned because of all the controversy? But still sticking to Star Wars here, because this is Lego Clone Wars Twilight. The Star Wars universe, a place of epic battles, intergalactic politics, and let's face it, some polarizing eras as well. Well, the Lego Clone Wars Twilight set takes us straight back to a time where debates raged on about the direction of the series. If you thought the current state of the Star Wars fandom was divided now, yeah, sorry Revenge of the Sith fans, well, this particular era might have just been equally tumultuous, if not more so. The Clone Wars Twilight set didn't escape the scrutiny at all. Hardcore fans weren't holding back on their opinions, but why? Well, for starters, the set was met with the complaints about its price tag, often deemed steep, especially for what it was offering. But it wasn't just about the cost, as fans felt that the set failed to capture the essence of the beloved Star Wars saga, leaving many nostalgic souls disappointed. Reviews ended up pouring in, and they weren't exactly showering the set with glowing remarks. I mean, a lot of people didn't like it, and for that reason, it was almost taken off the shelves. But what about more Star Wars, like Lego Pod Racing? Now we're moving on to Pod Racing, the heart-pounding, high-speed competition that divided Star Wars fans during the prequels. Amid the controversy surrounding, however, of episodes 1 to 3, there were a few things most could agree on. Darth Maul? Yeah, awesome. The memes? Oh, legendary. Pod Racing? Undeniably cool. Until, well, Lego decided to give it a spin. Enter Lego's Pod Racing set, and well, things took a bit of a nosedive with this one. While Pod Racing had us on the edge of our seats in the movies, this Lego incarnation didn't quite hit the same high notes. Imagine Anakin Skywalker's infamous line, "I don't like sand," but directed at a poorly executed Lego set instead. Next is Lego's partnership with Shell. Remember those days when Lego sets proudly featured the Shell logo, bringing a touch of the real world into our imaginative creations? Well, those days saw a twist when environmental crusaders Greenpeace stepped into the picture. They weren't exactly thrilled about Lego cozying up to an oil giant. So basically, climate change. And in a bold move, Greenpeace produced a poignant video featuring Lego minifigures drowning in a sea of black oil, making a statement against the partnership, again because of climate change. And the result? Well, Lego and Shell's alliance was short-lived, coming to an abrupt halt in 2014. Lego initially debated the matter with Greenpeace, arguing that the issue lay more with Shell than with them, but however, that didn't help though, because the collaboration ultimately ceased, showcasing the influence of real-world concerns on colorful plastic playsets. So their contract was banned. Lego Mr. Gold. Remember the thrill of finding one of those exclusive golden tickets in Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory? Well, Lego decided to harness that excitement with their own vision. They unleashed 5,000 Mr. Gold figures into the wild, hidden within random minifigure packs. And oh boy, did fans catch a fever.
We got that.
The Lego community was whipped into a frenzy as they embarked on a treasure hunt for the epic proportions. Everybody wanted their hands on a Mr. Gold. Even I did, and I ordered a fake one when I was younger. I got scammed. But the journey to find Mr. Gold wasn't without its twists and turns. And when the dust settled and the lucky ones got their hands on the golden figure, there was a collective realization that the allure of gold couldn't entirely mask some quality issues. And let's just put it this way, not every Mr. Gold was really considered gold. I mean, look at some of these errors, and really popular amongst fans, but didn't quite go well because, well, we all wanted a Mr. Gold, and even the ones that got it, some of them weren't perfect. Lego's Lando Calrissian mishap. Long ago in the Lego galaxy, the faces of all minifigures shared a universal color, a bright and sunny yellow. But why? Well, it allowed anyone playing with these figures to imagine characters from all walks of life. It was a creative blank canvas until a certain smooth-talking character entered the scene. Lando Calrissian, as charismatic as he is, unwittingly sparked a discussion. You see, when Lego embraced the Star Wars universe, a change was needed. Every character wearing that iconic yellow suddenly clashed with reality, and a reality that should include diverse skin tones. Lego ended up stepping up, altering their approach to depict not only real races, but also a richer spectrum of human diversity in their sets. But initially, when the set did come out for the first time, people were confused, and it did spark quite the concern. Lego Death Camp. In 1996, Polish artist Zbigniew Liberia had a bold idea that would spark a major debate involving Lego. Libera reached out to the Lego group for bricks without revealing his plans, and the company, unaware of his intentions, provided him with the bricks for his creation. However, when the world caught a glimpse of Libera's finished work, shockwaves rippled through. He had used Lego bricks to construct a replica of the concentration camp reminiscent of Auschwitz. That's not funny at all. And if you don't know what that is, well, do a history lesson. What seemed like an attempt at dark humor was actually Libera's way of making a powerful artistic statement, aiming to invoke deep reflection rather than trivialize the Holocaust. And while Lego initially wanted the artwork to remain unseen, but over time they let go of their objections, and despite the years of controversy and attempts at censorship, Libera's piece can now be found on display at the Museum of Modern Art in Warsaw, Poland. But don't think this is an official set or anything, and if it even was, it would probably be banned pretty quickly because very controversial. Lego police products. In 2020, the tragic death of George Floyd ignited nationwide protests against police brutality and racism. This movement rippled into unexpected corners, including the toy industry as well. And a prominent trade publication, the Toy Book, then unveiled an email from Rakuen Linkshare on behalf of Lego that raised eyebrows. The email urged affiliate marketers to halt marketing efforts for specific Lego products, notably those featuring police officers, firefighters, criminals, emergency vehicles, and related buildings. Sets such as the Lego City Police Station, Fire Station, and even the White House Builder set were included in this list. The Lego City Donut Shop opening set featuring a police officer and a crook figures was also flagged. I mean, they were just going after everything. But yeah, can you imagine that all these different Lego products could have gotten banned over this? Lego Technic V22 Osprey canceled. On July 21st, 2020, Lego made a surprising announcement. They were canceling the release of the Lego Technic V22 Osprey set, a real vehicle used by various military forces. But strangely enough, just 10 days before it's scheduled to release on August 1st, Lego pulled the plug on the Osprey and just didn't release it. They swiftly removed it from their website and informed retailers that the set wouldn't be hitting the shelves for some apparent reason. In their official statement, Lego cited their long-standing policy against creating sets based on real military vehicles. So this set did get banned before it even got released. Lego Ideas and the Legend of Zelda. If you've wandered into the realm of Lego Ideas, you're likely familiar with the creative hub where fans can pitch their dream Lego set ideas to all kinds of people. Now, if your dreams involve crafting a Lego version of The Legend of Zelda, I've got some news for you. It's a no-go from here on out. Brick Fanatics has reported that the Lego has slammed the door on Zelda-themed items. The culprit? It's the dreaded license conflict. When attempting to submit a concept tied to an existing IP like Zelda, the site sends up a red flag. Mario Bros, same deal. Pokemon, license clash again thanks to Mega Constructs. And fans have previously taken a shot at Zelda-themed sets, even pushing some through the review stage, but all were eventually shut down. The only thing that has made a Lego set for itself so far is Mario. The reasons might remain shrouded in mystery, but one thing's for sure, many wouldn't mind a Lego Field Hyrule Castle in their collection, but good luck getting that because this thing was banned before it was even allowed to make the review stage. Lego's A to Z of Awesome LGBTQ campaign. Last year, the Lego Group embarked on a colorful journey with its A to Z of Awesome campaign. Dedicated dedicated to spotlighting the stories and identities of individuals in the LGBTQ community. And in a bid to spread awareness and inclusivity, the campaign featured videos showcasing Lego building sets crafted by LGBTQ adult fans of the iconic brand. These sets weren't just about bricks though, because they were also about reflections of personal journeys. Among them were heartwarming scenes of same-sex families, bringing an added layer of representation into the brick world. However, as often happens with initiatives pushing for inclusivity, pushback did emerge from this set. The Lego group faced conservative boycott calls fueled by false claims that the campaign was targeted at children. Unfortunately, this led to a bit of a downturn for the company, so yeah, still out there, but didn't do the best. Lego 75309 Republic Gunship designer video controversy. In 2021, the Lego group once again found itself in a pickle as it removed the designer video for the 75309 Republic gunship from its YouTube channel. This move came in response to an outpouring of discontent from Star Wars fans. And since its unveiling, the Ultimate Collector Series, or UCS, set has been wrapped in controversy. Most of the fuss revolved around quotes from the design team and decisions by Lego's marketing department. The designer video, starring Lego designer Hans Burkhard Schlommer, should have been an opportunity to shine light on the design process behind this colossal prequel trilogy ship. However, it instead added fuel to the already roaring fire leading to its removal. Uploaded a full month after the 3,292-piece set's release, the video featured insights from Hans, but it was two specific quotes that ignited the turmoil. First, Hans referred to the Republic gunship as an original trilogy vehicle, despite its appearance in Star Wars Attack of the Clones, a clear part of the prequel trilogy. And the second was Hans doubling down on earlier comments where he called the included clone commander minifigure a makeshift pilot. The aftermath, a deluge of dislikes and a wave of negative comments on the video promoted by the Lego group to yank it from their YouTube channel entirely. So yeah, this set did get a lot of hate after, maybe even almost taken down, but it's all because of the really big Lego Star Wars fans. Lego Women of NASA. In 2017, Lego pulled back the curtain on their inspiring Women of NASA collection. This captivating lineup was born from the creativity of a winner in the second 2016 Lego Ideas Review. Sharing the exciting news was the company's marketing manager, Lee Steidensberg, who enthusiastically delivered the announcement via a video shared across their blog and social media channels. The collection was all set to feature remarkable figures like NASA researcher Katherine Johnson, a real-life inspiration behind the character in an Oscar-nominated film, Hidden Figures. The anticipation was high, and the fans were ready to dive into the space-themed wonders. However, as often the case, trolls emerged from the depths to rain on the parade. Amidst the buzz, some voices criticized the collection. One naysayer opined that the set's minifigures and micro-builds weren't worth the investment, claiming the value just wasn't there. Then there were some more people who decided to sprinkle some controversy, citing Lego's prohibition on projects involving politics and political symbols. This individual called the feminist Lego set hypocritical. The comments managed to cover quite a range, dismissing the movement, labeling women as oppressors, and even denying the existence of white privilege. So yeah, this led to some pretty crazy turn of events. It's just a Lego set about women astronauts. Who cares, right? Set 6951 Robot Command Center. Let's rewind to the vibrant mid-1980s when Lego was deep into its captivating astronaut theme. Among the gems of that era was Set 6951 Robot Command Center. Sporting those iconic astronaut minifigures and a rather peculiar space structure, this set won the hearts of many young builders out there, and that's what truly matters, doesn't it? Now, this set is no dud, but the whole concept of a command center takes a dive into the realm of strange. Imagine a structure with legs, and not just any legs, but arms too? Instead of regular eyes, it boasts windows, but the cherry on top of this odyssey? Those tiny feet that somehow keep the whole thing upright. Yeah. How on earth does this robot-ish entity maintain its balance even? The creators seem to have ventured into uncharted imaginative territory. Of course, we get it though because it's a robot command center, and the center itself embodies a robot-esque design. So, logically, the building is the robot taking orders, or something along those lines. Yet, no matter how you slice it, the result is a delightful blend of cute, confusing, and unquestionably weird. So, this one didn't get banned or anything, but it definitely drew some eyeballs. Now, Set 1853 Hypno Cruiser. It's time to enter the realm of Set 1853 Hypno Cruiser, a piece of a much debated Time Cruisers theme which, let's face it, wasn't exactly Lego's crown jewel. It's almost as if the creators rifled through the parts bin of overproduced pieces from yesteryears, and the result, a touch of gimmicky charm. Sometimes words fall short and a picture takes the stage. However, even the visuals might struggle to capture the eccentric essence of this set. Prepare for a delightful oddity in every nook and cranny, because the Hypno Cruiser, for starters, is a melange of bricks harvested from diverse themes, creating a tapestry of design influences. performances. Accessories seemingly curated to embody various eras the vehicle can venture to come across as arbitrary and oddly placed. And then the plot twist. The monkey. Yes, the monkey. Yes, you read that right. A monkey that makes an appearance. The mystery of why a monkey found its way to this quirky mix remains unsolved too. So definitely a weird set, and it didn't get banned or anything, but again, a lot of controversy. Set 6496, Whirling Time Warper. Continuing our stroll through the eccentric world of the Time Cruisers theme, we land on the set 6496, Whirling Time Warper. Well, brace yourselves, because in this corner of LEGO history, overproduced and discontinued parts come together to craft a tapestry of design that's uniquely chaotic. Now, let's be clear, choosing only one Time Cruiser set to spotlight was a challenge, but we simply couldn't resist the Whirling Time Warper. It might just out-weird the Hypno Cruiser, and that's saying something. This set is essentially a psychedelic trip encapsulated in bricks. It's a melting pot of oddity that's likely to leave your head spinning for a pretty long time. So why, you ask? The answer lies in the mind-boggling array of movable items that populate the set, complete with the unexpected addition of a ghost. It's as if the creators tossed every curious element they could think of, resulting in a masterpiece of perplexity. What do these moving parts and spectral figures signify? Your guess is as good as mine, and I'm willing to bet even the LEGO designers might have been caught off guard by the peculiar puzzle they conjured. Wow, I can't speak right now. Set 2539, Fright Knight's Batwing Flyer. Within the Fright Night sub-theme lies this gem, the Batwing Flyer, a modest introductory set packing a punch with its Batlord minifigure, radiating a super cool aura. Notably though, LEGO also rolled out a similar set featuring the Batlord along with a crystal ball. But what truly sets this sub-theme apart is its pioneering introduction of the Bat figure and the crystal ball accessory making waves in the LEGO universe. Ladies and gentlemen, feast your eyes on this masterpiece, because take a moment to absorb its essence, because yes, it's exactly what you're thinking. You're looking at a scene that encapsulates a medieval warrior astride a medieval flying contraption. It's a scenario that could only happen in the world of LEGO, where imagination knows no bounds. So go ahead and consider this case officially closed, because LEGO did that, somehow. 4 Animal Friends. Traveling back to 1979 when Scala made its debut, take a brief hiatus in 1980 before resurfacing in 1997. This theme was crafted with young girls in mind, offering a range of minifigures and accessories that differed from the norm. With an exclusive focus on cuteness, jewelry, accessories, and furniture, Scala captured hearts with its doll-like minifigures. But hold on to your bricks, because if you thought the Friends theme raised an eyebrow, Scala might just boggle your imagination, well, even more. It's an aesthetic departure from the typical LEGO look, for sure, but a choice that seems to define the theme. Because picture this, a peculiar picnic scenario featuring a Dalmatian, a cat, a litter of kittens. The animals themselves comes in sizes that might leave you questioning their scale, and then there are the accessories, picnic blanket, jars, plates, and various bits of food that could potentially baffle animal dietary habits. But here's what gets even more curious. While Scala probably intended these pieces to interact with human Scala dolls, the scene sans dolls translates into a rather odd spectacle. It's akin to a dog, a cat, and their kittens stepping out for an unconventional date. A visual that, while intriguing, might not exactly conjure the coziest mental image. So I think this set did pretty bad. Now let's talk about an epic set, Dino Jet. Now venture back to 1998, once again, a time when the Snap theme took its bow onto the LEGO stage. But there's a catch. This scene bore a striking resemblance to Connect's building sets, igniting a spark of controversy. Despite the critique, Snap introduced a collection of intriguing pieces ideal for crafting an array of vehicles, buildings, and bridges as well. Snap, as a theme, had an inherent quirkiness, but among its peculiar offerings, set 3551 Dino Jet takes the cake for bewilderment. At its core, this creation is meant to be a vehicle, quite possibly a jet as well. At least that's what the creators want us to believe. Yeah. Yet here's the scoop. It's a jet that doesn't look like a jet. Scratch that. It doesn't even resemble anything recognizable. Period. A dash of trust in the creative process seems necessary. As for the box's design concepts too, well, brace yourself for the ensemble of visuals that mirror the perplexity of the Dino Jet itself. Snap, as a theme, embraced its oddball nature with open arms, making a mark on LEGO history with its distinct peculiarity, and, well, it didn't last long on shelves. Let's just put it that way. Set 4095-1, Record and Play. While the creator themes often dance on the edge of imaginative design, this set's appearance raises eyebrows, no doubt. Gazing upon it, one might see a robotic insect, a peculiar choice to say the least. Yes, the box showcases other possibilities, yet the initial impression still leans towards the odd. Record and play? But what exactly? This is an audio recorder with a twist? Why does it sport an insect-like physique? The pieces don't even align. Even after reading the instructions, the bewilderment lingers. Amidst the myriad robot shapes that could have been conjured, they settled on a colossal insect. The query remains, LEGO, what was the thought process here. As I embrace the eccentricity of the record and play set, I can't help but raise an amused eyebrow as to what was a creative leap here, and well, that does explain why I didn't do that well. Next up, Manta Warrior. Puzzling, isn't it? A set so minuscule that you can't help but ponder its purpose. Why? You might even ask, does a set of such petite stature exist in the first place? Well, beyond the perplexity, there's a charismatic minifigure, the Manta Warrior, who undoubtedly exudes coolness. However, the set's components tell a rather modest story. 13 brick pieces comprise its entirety. Yes, you heard that right. 13 pieces to conjure a world. 13 pieces in a Lego set. Yet within these confines, you can craft a humble rock, the sole creation accompanying this valiant warrior. And that's also why this humble rock didn't quite do well in terms of sales with Lego. Now, feast your eyes on giant spider. Are spiders the stuff of shivers? For many, the answer is a resounding yes. Yet the narrative surrounding these creatures often sways between reality and pop culture portrayal. Much like sharks, spiders have been cast as villainous figures, invoking terror in the hearts of many. However, diving into the animal kingdom's realm of aggression, spiders hardly secure a top spot. I have so many questions, and I think that's why not many people bought it unless they like spiders. Belleville Rosita's Wonderful Stable 5833. In the year 2001, the fairy tale series welcomed the Belleville set 5833 Rosita's Wonderful Stable. A seemingly modern addition to the collection, it proves to be a peculiar entry to the eyes of many. While anticipation looms large, this set's portrayal of a wonderful and stable leaves much to be desired. As the package is unveiled, the aspired wonderful remains elusive. The set comprises as an assemble a delicate doll graced with an umbrella, a horse, a castle-style wall, only 2 bricks crowned by a church. The puzzle emerges, and how can a single castle-style wall claim that mantle of a stable? A question that bewilders many. But we're not done there, because this is Belleville Garden Fun. So imagine this. There's a girl in a swing enjoying her time in the garden. Now, Belleville sets are kind of known for being all about that pink life. It's like they ask, how much pink can we cram in here? Instead of asking, is this a set even cool at all? But here's the thing. Even though the swings are usually loads of fun, this set doesn't really scream excitement. If you check out the picture, the girl seems kind of bored, and even that blob-like thing that's supposed to be a cat doesn't seem impressed either. Plus, let's be real here. She's not exactly following the how to swing safely rulebook either. My mom would have had a field day if I tried that. Hulk Helicopter Rescue 76144. Now let's talk about the Hulk Helicopter Rescue set. Buckle up, because we've got some highs and lows here. Get it? Because it's a helicopter. First off, there are some seriously awesome parts to this set. We're talking about the rescue figure. It's top notch. And don't even get me started on the Iron Man Nano Gauntlet. I mean, that thing's just awesome too. Oh, and the Hulk big figure? Yeah, pretty great that they thought there was room for improvement there. Yeah, pretty great nonetheless, but though there was some room for improvement. They went with the Quantum Realm look for Hulk, which is a good call because the Avengers compound version would have kind of been meh. But you know what would have been even better? If they went the extra mile and gave Hulk some snazzy arm and leg designs. Like seriously, that wouldn't have taken things to a whole new level. So yeah, these are some real gems of the set. All right, now comes the moment of truth where we will talk about the not so great stuff. Black Widow. What are you doing here? This set came out a bit after Endgame, and it wasn't hitting the shelves until way later in the year. So you'd think that they'd be all up to date, right? Well, nope. They just threw in Black Widow. Like, who? Let's be honest, it didn't quite make through to the movie. It's like they didn't get the memo. They could have given us an exclusive Ronin Hawkeye figure, which was a big deal early on in the movie hype. But no, they just stuck with Black Widow, and you know what's even weirder? Back in 2017, Lego swapped out a figure in a Star Wars set, so they totally could have done it here. So they just took the lazy route, and that showed. And last but not least too, well, those Chitauri figures. They were way cooler back in 2012, no doubt about it. Sure, they gave them a better face print this time around, but seriously, Lego, no leg printing? After 8 years, they downgraded from having leg prints to just not having them at all? Yeah, it's a bummer, and folks were rightfully disappointed with this set, which I don't think it did that well for that reason. Oh, we're about to end it off real good. Spider-Man vs. Doc Ock. So first things first, the minifigures weren't all that bad with this one. Spider-Man, for one, was actually a pretty decent one. They hooked him with a dual molded legs, which was a nice touch. Now, Spider-Girl, she's a newer character, so I was stoked they included her in the mix. She's got this simple vibe going on with her minifigure, but here's the kicker. Where's the leg printing, right? And then there's Doc Ock, who's undeniably cool, but then again, the same question. Where's the leg printing, Lego? It's like a broken record by now. They just gotta up their leg printing game. Now brace yourself, because the build is where things go a bit off the rails. Can you believe they gave Spider-Man a bike? I mean, seriously, this is Spider-Man we're talking about. The dude who swings through the city on webs like it's his morning jog. So the idea of him needing a bike is a bit, well, weird. You'd think Peter Parker might need it, but not Spider-Man. Let's not forget, this bike is anything but sleek. It's got legs sticking out all over the place like it's trying to do splits midair. Yeah, call it nitpicking, but come on, that bike's design is just not cutting it out. Let's be real. But wait, there's more. It doesn't end there, because you won't believe this. That atrocious ferocious bike that can actually transform into a mini spider walker and an unfinished looking bike. I mean, why in the world does Spider-Girl need a slow walker to fight? It's a head scratcher, no doubt, and I don't understand why they did it. Like, who's in the Lego boardroom making these calls? It's like they took the whole thinking outside the box thing just a bit too far. And honestly, that's not enough ranting about this set. It's got its quirks for sure, but let's just say it's not winning any awards for best Lego Marvel creation anytime soon. Anyways, you made it to the end of the video, so which Lego item were you surprised to hear the most that maybe you haven't ever heard of or got banned? Let me know in the comments and make sure you subscribe!
From random vintage Lego items such as the 1979 Lego Galaxy Explorer set to these stylish Lego Adidas shoes, here are some forgotten Lego items. Starting off, we have a Lego display case, which is like the ultimate way to show off your Lego sets and minifigures. You've probably seen them in toy stores or maybe even had one yourself back in the day. They're these cool cases made of clear acrylic or glass, with built-in lights that make your Lego creations look even more awesome. Some of them even have this nifty rotating platform so you can check out your sets from every angle without having to move them around yourself. It's like having a mini Lego museum right in your room. They're not just for looks. They also keep your Lego stuff safe from dust and sticky fingers. Whether you're a serious collector or just want to show off your latest build, a Lego display case is a must-have. You can find them online or at specialty stores, and some even come with extra features like UV protection or customizable plaques. Back in 2008, McDonald's teamed up with Lego to bring some Batman action to their Happy Meals. These toys were bigger than your usual Lego minifigures, which made them stand out, but also a bit awkward and zesty looking. Even though the Batman figure tried to be all heroic, its weird size and pose made it kinda goofy. But hey, these collabs between McDonald's and big brands like Lego always get people excited, tapping into that nostalgic vibe and making us all feel like kids again. The Lego-themed watch with a firefighter design is a cool and colorful accessory that Lego fans would love. It has a fun, blocky look that really captures the playful Lego vibe, making it eye-catching and a great conversation piece. However, it doesn't work well as an actual watch. It doesn't keep time properly, and it breaks easily, especially the back cover, which often falls off and cannot be put back on. So while it looks awesome and is a neat collectible, it's not something you'd want to rely on to tell the time every day. On the topic of Batman and clocks, this Lego Batman alarm clock is a cool and oversized Batman figure that doubles as a handy alarm clock. It has a digital clock right in its chest, making it a fun and functional piece for your nightstand. You can adjust the alarm time and volume, and the figure's movable arms and legs add a bit of extra Lego fun. This clock is not just for show, it's actually reliable, making it a great pick for both kids and adult Batman fans who want a heroic start to their day. The Lego minifigure USB stick is a unique and clever gadget that combines the charm of a Lego minifigure with the practicality of a USB stick. To use it, you simply remove the legs of the minifigure and plug the torso into your computer's USB port. This quirky design makes it both a fun collectible and a useful tool for storing and transferring files. With different designs available, these USB sticks are not only practical, but also make great gifts for Lego enthusiasts. Their playful yet functional nature ensures they stand out from standard USB drives, making file transfers a bit more entertaining. The Lego minifigure gloves are a novelty accessory designed to give your hands the iconic blocky look of a Lego minifigure. With their unique design, they add a playful touch to any outfit, perfect for cosplay or just adding a bit of fun to your day. However, there's a major downside. The gloves lack opposable thumbs, which makes them pretty impractical for everyday use. Without the ability to grasp objects properly, tasks like typing or holding onto things become quite challenging. While they might not be the most functional gloves, they certainly make a statement and are sure to spark some conversation wherever you go. This Lego Man School Supplies from Japan is basically a genius invention for students. It's this big Lego dude that you can take apart to find all of your essential school stuff inside, like a pencil sharpener, stapler, tape, and more. It's like having a cool Lego buddy who's got your back with all of your study needs. It's a fun way to keep your stuff organized and adds a bit of playful flair to your study sessions. If you're a student looking to jazz up your desk, this Lego Man School Supplies is definitely worth checking out. Speaking of school supplies, the Lego brick erasers are a delightful and practical twist on traditional erasers. Designed to resemble classic Lego bricks, these erasers add a playful touch to any desk or pencil case. Despite their playful appearance, these erasers mean business when it comes to getting rid of mistakes. They're not just for show, they're reliable tools for anyone who appreciates both functionality and fun in their stationery collection. Whether you're a student, artist, or a Lego enthusiast, these Lego brick erasers are sure to bring a smile to your face while keeping your work neat and tidy. So, get this. Lego teamed up with Adidas to create some seriously cool kicks. These shoes are all about that Lego vibe, with colorful designs that really stand out. The reviewer put them through the paces, running 3 miles and finding them surprisingly comfy. But here's the thing. They're so unique that they might be a bit tricky to match with your outfits. Still, despite the challenge, they're pretty stylish and on point. Whether you're hitting the streets or hitting the gym, these Lego Adidas shoes are sure to add some serious swag to your step. Check this out. The Lego Waffle Maker is like every breakfast lover's dream come true. This gadget churns out waffles shaped just like Lego bricks, so you can stack them up and get creative. It's like playing with Legos, but you get to eat your creations afterward. With the Lego Waffle Maker, breakfast becomes a fun and tasty adventure for kids and grown-ups alike. Now, picture this. A mug that you can stick Lego pieces onto. Sounds pretty cool, right? Well, that is exactly what the Lego mug is all about. You can get creative and deck out your mug with all sorts of Lego bricks while you sip your morning brew. You have the freedom to go crazy, adding Legos using this mug, but it'll get tricky to actually drink from it. If you put too many blocks, it might end up being more of a showpiece than a practical drink holder. Still, if you're into adding a bit of fun and creativity to your coffee or tea routine, the Lego mug is definitely worth checking out. Check out these Lego egg holder heads. They're giant Lego heads with different expressions, and they're made to hold your eggs. It's a bit of a head scratcher in terms of practicality. I mean, regular egg holders might do the job better, but they are definitely a hoot. Imagine serving up eggs with these goofy faces grinning at you. It's sure to bring some laughs to breakfast time. So imagine a vacuum cleaner specifically made for picking up Lego pieces. That would be the Lego Brick Vacuum, aka the Brick Vac, that was invented in 1998. Sounds pretty handy, right? Well, when put to the test, let's just say it didn't exactly vacuum up those Legos like a champ. Instead of making cleanup easier, it turned out to be slow and kinda inefficient. The Brick Vac has constant jams with a frustratingly slow process that pretty much explains why this product is not on the market anymore. While the idea is cool, it seems like the Brick Vac just did not live up to expectations when it came to actually getting the job done. Cleaning and organizing your Lego bricks might be a pain, but check out these cool Lego storage heads and bricks. They're giant heads and bricks that you can use to stash away your Lego pieces. They're not just practical, they're also super fun to have around. The heads have lids that come off easily, so you can grab your Legos whenever you want to build something epic. As for the bricks, well, you can stack them up just like regular Legos, making them perfect for saving space. Plus, they come in all sorts of sizes and designs, so you can mix and match to fit your style. And honestly, they kinda look like those Lego egg holder heads. The Lego Garage Plate and Door, dating way back to 1955, holds a special spot in Lego's history books as one of its earliest sets. It's super basic, with just 5 pieces, but that simplicity adds to its charm. Back in the day, you could only snag one of these sets if you were in countries like Denmark, Norway, or Sweden, making it pretty rare. It's like a little time capsule from Lego's beginnings, reminding us of just how far they've come since then. The real-life release of the Lego Movie's double-decker couch in 2015 was a pleasant surprise for fans. It brought a piece of the movie's fun and quirky world into reality. With 197 pieces and including 5 iconic minifigures like Unikitty and Benny the Spaceman, it gave fans a chance to relive their favorite scenes from the film. It's one of those sets that perfectly captures the playful spirit of the Lego Movie and makes for a cool addition to any Lego collection. Here we have Lego Universe, an online multiplayer game that whisks players away to the whimsical realm of Wonderland. There was an impressive surge in popularity during its active years from 2010 to 2012, boasting a staggering 2.3 million players. However, despite its immense fanbase and widespread acclaim, the game met an unexpected end in 2012. The reason why? It turns out that, despite its massive following, the game's revenue fell short of expectations. It's a classic case of a beloved game failing to translate its popularity into financial success, ultimately leading to its closure. This Spider-Man minifigure is the stuff of a legend among LEGO enthusiasts. It is so rare that there's even debate about whether it was ever officially released. Rumor has it that it was supposed to be part of a set called the Wrestling Scene back in 2002, but details about its release are shrouded in mystery. Even dedicated LEGO websites have little information about it, which just adds to its mystique. It's one of those holy grail items for collectors, with only a handful ever surfacing in the wild. Back in the pre-Y2K era, LEGO quietly rolled out a space-themed lineup called LEGO Spaceport, which sadly didn't get much buzz among fans. With just 19 sets to its name, this cosmic collection featured some seriously cool models, like the Mission Control Center and the Lunar Rover. These sets were all about tapping into that adventurous spirit of space exploration, giving builders a chance to craft their own galactic adventures. Even though it didn't stick around for long and didn't get the spotlight it deserved, the LEGO Spaceport theme left its mark on the imaginations of those who got to experience its stellar offerings. In 1985, LEGO introduced a rather exclusive item, the LEGO UNICEF Van, a promotional set tied to the United Nations Children's Fund. Unlike your usual LEGO set, this one wasn't available in stores. It was exclusively distributed through the LEGO Club in Canada. This makes it not just a rare find, but also a symbol of LEGO's commitment to social causes. With its unique design and limited availability, it's become a sought-after piece among collectors, adding an extra layer of intrigue to the world of LEGO sets. If you happen to stumble upon one of these vans, you've got yourself a true LEGO treasure from the past. So, there was this LEGO set called the LEGO Alex set, part of the Brickhead theme. It was kind of a big deal because it brought one of Minecraft's beloved characters, Alex, into the LEGO world. It hit the stores in April 2023, but the buzz did not last long because it got pulled from the shelves pretty quickly. Some folks think it's a shame it didn't stick around longer, considering how cool it was. What do you think was the reason why it was taken off the shelves? Let me know in the comments below. Back in 2006, LEGO released this adorable minifigure keychain featuring none other than Julius the Monkey. Remember him? He was quite the sensation back then. The thing is, this keychain did not stick around for long. It was retired pretty soon after its release, but that just added to its charm and rarity. So if you managed to snag one of these little Julius keychains back in the day, consider yourself lucky. The LEGO Bob the Builder Duplo theme brought the beloved characters from the hit TV show Bob the Builder into the world of LEGO. This theme kicked off in 2001 and ran strong until 2009, giving fans a chance to recreate their favorite construction adventures. With colorful bricks and iconic characters like Bob, Wendy, and Scoop the Digger, these sets were a hit among young builders. Despite its 8-year run, the theme only saw the release of 25 sets, which might seem surprising given the show's popularity. The LEGO Care Center set from 1987 is a real vintage treasure in the LEGO world. It's got everything you'd expect from classic LEGO vibes. 308 pieces, 5 minifigures, and loads of nostalgic charm. People go nuts over this set, and it's not hard to see why. With its quaint design and old school feel, it's like taking a trip down memory lane for LEGO lovers. Plus, it's pretty rare, and fetches a hefty price tag these days, making it a real gem for collectors. Imagine getting a LEGO set that comes with a bonus gift card. That is exactly what the promotional Target gift card from 2010 offered. With 31 pieces and a gift card that could be used at any LEGO store, it was a real treat for LEGO enthusiasts. But the fun didn't stop there. Once you put together the pieces, you ended up with a cute little Bullseye, the iconic dog mascot of Target. It was a clever collaboration that brought together two beloved brands into one delightful package. Sadly, these sets are pretty hard to come by these days, but for those lucky enough to snag one, it is a charming addition to any collection. The LEGO Minotaurus board game was like stepping into an ancient Greek adventure, but with bricks. With 211 pieces, it wasn't just about building stuff. It was about outsmarting the Minotaur. You had to guide your minifigures through a maze, trying to reach their spots while dodging that big horned beast. It was part strategy, part luck, and all fun. Plus, it was a cool break from the usual LEGO building routine, giving everyone a chance to show off their gaming skills. In 1997, Lego dropped the Lego Town Ice Cream Seller Set, where a little Lego person was selling ice cream like there was no tomorrow. It perfectly captures that easy breezy vibe of a summer day with some tasty treats. While it didn't exactly blow up the Lego scene, it's still a cozy little reminder of those chill moments where you just wanted to grab an ice cream and relax. Back in 1999, Lego pulled off a major league move with a super rare minifigure giveaway at Fenway Park. This Boston Red Sox themed gem was so exclusive, you had to be in the right place at the right time. Imagine the thrill of scoring one of these limited edition minifigures amidst the baseball excitement. No wonder it's become the stuff of legend among collectors, fetching top dollar for those lucky enough to have one in their collection. The Lego Wild Wind-Up set from the creator theme is like a treasure trove of creativity, offering different builds, including one that looks like a quirky blender. It's what makes Lego's creator theme so cool, because you can dream up all sorts of things, from kitchen gadgets to other wacky inventions. This set is perfect for sparking your imagination and coming up with all kinds of unique creations. Whether you're into cooking up fun or dreaming up wild contraptions, this set has got you covered, making it a hit among Lego fans who love to let their creativity run wild. The Lego Surveillance Scooter set from 1995 is like a blast from the past for Lego fans. This vintage gem might seem small with just 23 pieces, but its retro charm is off the charts. Instead of fancy packaging, it comes in a simple poly bag, giving it that old school feel. Despite its modest size, this set holds a special place in the hearts of collectors who appreciate its nostalgic appeal and the glimpse it offers into Lego's history. It's the kind of find that brings a smile to the face of anyone who stumbles upon it, reminding them of the joy of building with Lego bricks, no matter the era. The Lego Football Grand Soccer Stadium, released in 2006, is every soccer fan's dream come true. With 386 pieces, it's not just about building a stadium, it's about creating your own soccer universe. What makes it even cooler is that it's not just for display, it's also a tabletop soccer game. Imagine the excitement of assembling your stadium, then facing off against your friends in epic Lego soccer matches. The Year of the Ox exclusive set, which launched in 2021, is a special tribute to the Chinese New Year. With 168 pieces, it is not just a celebration, it is a symbol of luck and prosperity. What's even more remarkable is that it was available for free at Lego stores, making it accessible to everyone looking to mark the occasion. This set beautifully captures the essence of the Year of the Ox with its intricate design and cultural significance. It is a testament to Lego's commitment to embracing diversity and honoring traditions from around the world. Back in the early days of Lego, way back in 1978, they introduced this iconic character, known as Police Officer Primo. He's like a living relic of Lego's earliest days, one of the OG minifigures that laid the foundation for all the cool ones we see today. It's fascinating how he's been around for so long, yet he does not get as much attention as some of the newer figures. 1979's Lego Galaxy Explorer set is one of those classic gems that really stands the test of time. This iconic set captured the imagination of countless kids back in the late 70s, with its sleek spaceship design and brave astronauts ready to explore the cosmos. It's a window into the golden era of space exploration, where sci-fi dreams collided with the magic of Lego building. What's even more impressive is its enduring popularity among collectors. Decades down the line, this set is still a hot commodity on the resale scene. So in 2020, Lego dropped this cool set as part of their Brick Sketches theme, featuring none other than Iron Man. It's like a stylized portrait of him, but made entirely out of Lego bricks. It's a pretty neat addition to the Lego lineup, giving fans a new way to enjoy their favorite Marvel characters. And let me tell you, it's been a hit with collectors and Marvel buffs alike, becoming one of those must-have items for any serious Lego collection. Let's move on to some forgotten Lego themes and sets such as the Power Miners, which ran from 2009 to 2010, was a Lego series about miners digging deep underground and finding themselves up against crystal rock monsters. This theme stood out with its bright color schemes and cool set designs, like the underground mining station with its working rock bucket and mini dump truck, and the titanium command rig that had a huge drill and crane. The last wave of sets introduced lava monsters and switched to orange themes, featuring sets like the Crystal King and the Magma Mech. Unfortunately, these final sets didn't sell well, leading to the theme being discontinued. Next we have Exoforce, which ran from 2006 to 2009, a Lego theme inspired by Japanese anime. This theme featured awesome battles between human-piloted mechs and evil robots. Some of the standout sets included the Red Grand Titan, the sleek white Stealth Hunter, and the powerful blue Striking Venom. These sets had detailed movable mechs with cool weapons like swords, guns, and missile launchers. The theme also had smaller sets with mini-mechs and vehicles, adding more fun to the mix. The story was about humans defending their mountain base from a robot army, with each mech piloted by unique characters. Even though Exoforce had some really cool designs, it eventually faded away as newer themes with similar mech ideas like Ninjago and LEGO's Marvel sets became more popular. Time Cruisers, released from 1996 to 1998, was LEGO's quirky and imaginative take on time travel. The theme stood out with its wacky and eclectic vehicles, such as the Rocket Racer, Hypno Cruiser, and the Time Tunnelator, each piloted by characters like the enigmatic Professor Millennium. These sets combined various elements from different LEGO themes, giving them a distinct cobbled-together look that felt both improvised and creatively chaotic. The Time Tunnelator, with its wings and flaming propeller, was a particularly memorable villainous vehicle. Although the theme was highly original and offered a lot of playful creativity, it did not last long and has since faded into the background, often overlooked by newer generations of LEGO fans. Time Cruisers remains a nostalgic memory for those who experienced its unique blend of time-traveling adventures and whimsical design. Moving on, we have Alien Conquest, which came out in 2011. It brought the alien invasion story to Earth with a fun twist. The theme featured quirky bug-eyed aliens and a mix of invasion vehicles, sets like the Tripod Walker, with its three-legged alien machine and UFO abduction, where a farmer is about to be taken by aliens, captured the excitement of an alien attack on humans. A standout feature was the mini space gun, adding a cool touch to the sets. Alien Conquest offered a fresh take on alien invasions with a variety of sets, from small kits to larger detailed models. Despite its fun and creative concept, the theme did not last long, and has not been brought back, making it a unique but largely forgotten part of LEGO's history. Here we have the Western theme, which ran from 1996 to 98, and it was all about capturing the vibe of classic cowboy movies. You had sets like Sheriff's Showdown and Sheriff's Lockup, giving you that Wild West feel with duels and jailbreaks. They even threw in Gold City Junction for good measure, but they also had sets with Native American themes, although, looking back, they weren't as respectful as they should have been. Even though it tapped into the cowboy craze at the time, it's not likely to make a comeback due to cultural sensitivities. Last on the list of themes and sets is Mars Mission, which ran from 2007 to 2009. It was all about the ongoing battle between Martian aliens and brave human explorers on Mars. They had everything from tiny mining bots to massive builds like the Eagle Command Base and the epic alien mothership assault. The coolest part was the mix of alien spacecraft and human vehicles, making the whole conflict feel real. But as time went on, Mars Mission sort of drifted into the background, with newer space-themed stuff taking the spotlight, especially those cool NASA collaborations. Not only are there forgotten LEGO items and themes, there are also many forgotten LEGO games. LEGO Island, a gem from the 90s, has a rich history that often gets overlooked. It's not just a game, it's a treasure trove of nostalgia, with a soundtrack that's become as elusive as sunken treasure. And did you know? There were supposed to be sequels like Beneath the Fantasy, which promised an underwater adventure, but sadly never surfaced. Despite its cancelled sequels, LEGO Island has a devoted fanbase, thanks to being one of the earliest 3D open-world LEGO games. It's like a blast from the past, with familiar structures and characters based on classic sets from back in the day. Plus, there's even a forgotten TV show based on the game, adding to its legendary status in the LEGO universe. That brings us to its sequel, LEGO Island 2. Though not as memorable as the first game, it faced some hurdles that led to it being forgotten over time. The voice acting wasn't quite up to par, and ditching the open-world vibe of the original left fans feeling a bit let down. Instead, players followed Pepperoni, now a bit older, on his adventures off the original island. You'd hop around different themed places like medieval castles and desert adventures, collecting pages to fix up LEGO Island's wrecked buildings. It wasn't quite the same as the first game, but for those who played it, LEGO Island 2 still brings back some good memories of exploring and building. And of course, next on the list is its third installment, LEGO Island Extreme Stunts. The third game in the LEGO Island series hit the scene for PC, PlayStation 2, and Game Boy Advance. In this game, you follow Pepperoni as he dives into the world of extreme stunts while shooting a new movie. From high-speed car chases to boat races and motorbike courses with epic wheelies, there's no shortage of adrenaline-packed missions to tackle. But it's not all about the action. You also get to explore the island, help out fellow citizens with side quests, and aim for gold, silver, or bronze rankings in each mission for that extra replay value. With its mix of thrilling gameplay and classic LEGO charm, LEGO Island Extreme Stunts became a hit among gamers of all ages. Imagine running your very own LEGO-themed amusement park. Well, with LEGO Land, an early 2000s PC game, you can do just that. In this game, players get to create, manage, and upgrade their own theme park. The main goal? Passing inspections given at the start of each level. This could involve building enough attractions to satisfy inspectors, or even dealing with unexpected challenges like alien abductions threatening your rides. As you progress, more attractions are unlocked, drawing from various themes across time and space. LEGO Bionicle: Legend of Matanui, known for its intricate world and captivating lore, tried its hand at video games with a PC release in 2001. Unfortunately, it hit a major snag with game-breaking bugs that made it unplayable, leading to its cancellation. Despite this setback, the game was hyped alongside other LEGO titles like Legoland and LEGO Rock Raiders. Interestingly, some Bionicle sets at the time included trailers and demo discs for the game, giving fans a sneak peek at what could have been. While the game never made it to players' screens, those trailers and demos offer a tantalizing glimpse into what might have been for LEGO Bionicle in the gaming world. Speaking of Matanui, LEGO also released an online game for it. The Matanui online web game was a gem in its time, but it's largely forgotten now for a few reasons. As newer technologies emerged, browser-based games like this one have become less common, so it naturally faded from memory as people moved on to newer gaming experiences. The Bionicle franchise itself went through various iterations and adaptations over the years, so the focus shifted to newer releases, leaving the Matanui online web game in the shadows. Last on the forgotten LEGO games is LEGO Fun to Build. LEGO's debut video game, which was only available in Japan for the Sega Pico, remains one of its most obscure releases. The Sega Pico itself looked like a notebook, kinda like those old Leapfrog pads from back in the day. The game offered a bunch of mini-games that you could play using the touchpad across different theme zones. But what made it cool was how you could interact with LEGO sets on each page. Some icons let you start building the featured LEGO set, while others kicked off mini-games for added fun. Despite being a bit under the radar, this early LEGO game paved the way for the creative and diverse range of LEGO video games we know today. Now, here's the scoop on some LEGO goodies that didn't quite make it into the spotlight. We've got LEGO underwear, which I'm guessing comes with some funky LEGO designs to spice up your wardrobe. Then there's this hat that's basically a blank canvas for sticking on LEGO pieces. Talk about wearable creativity. Oh, and don't forget about the LEGO toothbrush, with its own tiny LEGO minifigure. Brushing your teeth just got a whole lot more fun. And get this, there's even an official LEGO cigarette lighter, although it's probably not something you'll find in stores these days. Last but not least, we've got a LEGO driver's license from Legoland, adding a hilarious twist to the whole ID game. Which forgotten LEGO item did you find the most interesting? Let me know in the comments below, and make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the bell. Thanks for watching.
From a LEGO Guardians of the Galaxy game set that was canceled to the billion-dollar brick race movie that didn't end up happening, these are some canceled LEGO products we all really wish hadn't been canceled. Kicking things off with some very exciting LEGO game projects, including some tied to Marvel and Star Wars, got canceled at TT Games this year. LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga had become quite a fan favorite over the years. However, despite its success, it seems that the positive response wasn't enough to secure the fate of various other LEGO projects. Nintendo Life also reported that TT Games had pulled the plug on several upcoming ventures, including an undisclosed Disney project codenamed Project Marley. This game was rumored to showcase multiple worlds and Disney characters from Jungle Book, The Nightmare Before Christmas, Pirates of the Caribbean, Toy Story, and Frozen, essentially a LEGO version of Dreamlight Valley. Unfortunately, it seems TT Games faced many challenges in steering the direction of the project, and the success of Dreamlight Valley may have been a deciding factor. Project Marley was supposedly 4 years into development and it got canceled. But another canceled project is Project Cosmic, believed to be LEGO Guardians of the Galaxy. And this game was reportedly 18 months into development, marking another significant setback. However, it's not all bad news. The Mandalorian DLC for LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga, although rumored to be in jeopardy, hasn't been outright canceled officially. Unlike the other character packs TT Games that predominantly released, the Mando DLC aimed to introduce a new narrative to the LEGO Star Wars universe. It's disappointing to see these projects face setbacks, especially considering the creative potential they held, but hey, let's not hope anything else gets canceled. But that's it for LEGO games. Now let's move on to themes. LEGO Adventurers. It's June 1998 and LEGO introduces us to the Thrilling Adventurers theme. Headlined by the dashing Australian explorer Johnny Thunder, also known as Sam Grant, and Joe Freeman, this theme took us through various sub-themes like Egypt, Jungle, Dino Island, and Orient Expedition. Fast forward to spring 2003 though, and the adventure sadly came to an end. A notable legacy of this this theme is the exhilarating ride in Legoland California and Legoland Florida 2, where riders got to wield laser pointer guns to fend off enemies. A pretty short-lived theme, it only ran about 6 years. Agents. In summer of 2008, LEGO gave us the high-octane Agents theme, featuring an elite team of secret agents battling the notorious Dr. Inferno and his international crime syndicate. The action continued into 2009 with Agents 2.0. Each set was not just a build, it also came with a short comic strip providing background to the set's action. One standout was Mission 5 Turbo Car Chase, which even included a credit card-sized identity card for added spy vibes. But sadly, this theme is now part of LEGO history, and it has been discontinued but not forgotten. Alpha Team. In 2001, LEGO brought the video game LEGO Alpha Team to life with the Alpha Team theme, centered around a group of secret agents, once again, thwarting the villainous Ogle world's domination plans. Alpha Team was an absolute hit. The initial run lasted from 2001 to 2002, so only about a year, and it closely tied to the original video game. After a brief hiatus in 2003, the theme made a comeback from 2004 to 2005, so again another year, sporting a refreshed cast of characters, a new logo, and a focus on transforming vehicles. While Alpha Team had its moment in the LEGO spotlight, it eventually retired, and it's weird, it only ran for 1 year, then disappeared, then ran for a year, and now it's gone for good. But I mean, I've never had one of these sets. LEGO Alien Conquest. Ever since 1979, the LEGO Group and space themes have been an inseparable duo, much like peanut butter and jelly. Bad joke. While previous LEGO classic space themes were often focused on intergalactic factions or planetary exploration, the LEGO Alien Conquest theme brought the extraterrestrial excitement a little closer to home. Imagine little green men invading Earth, not for resources or conquest, but to snatch humanity's brain power. That's the whole idea behind LEGO Alien Conquest, and it's a theme that took inspiration from America's 1950s sci-fi cinema aesthetic. The character and vehicle designs were straight out of pop and pulp culture. Saucer-shaped ships, menacing three-legged war machines, and bug-eyed Martians with exposed brains. It was definitely a nostalgic nod to the drive-in movie era. On the flip side of the extraterrestrial coin, however, LEGO introduced the Alien Defense Unit, or ADU, a team of heroic astronauts serving as Earth's last line of defense. These brave ADU troopers took the fight to the cosmic invaders, with sets allowing them to blatantly battle in the air and on land. The LEGO Alien Conquest theme only came out with 7 sets total, all released in a single wave during May of 2011, with a couple of polybags hitting shelves later that year. A highlight was the Alien Conquest Battle Pack in June, featuring 2 aliens, a pair of ADU troopers, and 1 civilian. Unfortunately, the joyride with LEGO Alien Conquest was a short one, leaving fans like me wondering why the plug was pulled so soon. So yeah, it sucks it got canceled. It was one of my first themes that I ever owned, and yeah, we're just gonna move on. LEGO Pharaoh's Quest. This is where we really stepped into the world of ancient tombs, buried treasure, cursed mummies, and desert escape pads with LEGO Pharaoh's Quest, a theme that taps into the swashbuckling spirit in all of us. This LEGO theme doesn't just offer dynamic builds, it's also a treasure trove of memorable minifigures and thrilling play experience straight from the scenes of a Hollywood action adventure blockbuster. Coming out in January of 2011, LEGO Pharaoh's Quest marked a departure from the usual non-licensed theme by the LEGO Group. The storyline follows archaeologist Professor, I'm not even gonna try to say that name, along with explorers Jake Rains and Helena Scavelings, and the grease monkey mechanic demolitions expert Mac McCloud. Together, they embark on a quest to uncover Pharaoh Bro, what are these names? 6 mysterious treasures. This theme has it all too. Booby-trapped tombs, flying mummies, giant scarab beetles, slithering snakes, stinging scorpions, supernatural statues, and a steadfast sphinx. The sets from LEGO Pharaoh's Quest not only brought these elements to life, but also delivered on innovative play features and captivating buildable environments. But it wasn't just about exploring ancient mysteries. The LEGO Pharaoh's Quest sets included a funky variety of vehicles for our heroes to navigate on, from scooped up hot rods and rugged desert trucks to awesome armored ATVs and a slick biplane with a nifty grab function for those hard to reach treasures. The creativity knew no bounds, and there were so many different options. So what exactly happened to this adventure pack theme, and why did we only get 1 wave of 6 sets, 2 polybags, and a 3 minifigure battle pack before it vanished into the sands of time? Well, unfortunately, I don't know. LEGO Atlantis. The lost civilization of Atlantis, a tale that has intrigued scholars, sparked debates, and fired up the imaginations of curious minds since Plato first